So now that we've talked about the notes and how to read them, let's talk about the notes in between. We've all heard of sharps and flats, but we may not all necessarily know what they mean. A sharp and a flat are two different ways of changing a normal note. What you have here from C to D is what we call a whole step. In between there is a half step, which would be C sharp, which you would write like this, or D flat. C sharp and D flat are really the same thing. It just depends on how you're looking at it. If you're talking about it from C, you're raising C a half step to hit C sharp. If you're talking about it from D, you're lowering D a half step to hit D flat. But they're really the same thing, and so they're called enharmonic notes or something of that nature. One thing I will point out, and I hope you take note of this, is that there is no real half step from B to C and from E to F. There's no such thing as B sharp because B sharp is C. So from B to C and E and F is a half step rather than a whole step. The reason for this, I don't really know, but that's just how it is. It's how it's been for a while. That's how you always see it. Just so that you get a better idea of what I'm talking about, your sharps and your flats on a piano are all the black keys. The white keys are your natural keys. Excuse the poor tuning of the piano. So here we have C, and here we have D. Here is C sharp or D flat, whichever one, however you're looking at it. Once again, C sharp raised a half step would be C raised a half step would be C sharp. D lowered a half step would be D flat. It's the same thing. And here we have, okay, C, D, E, this is F. Remember how I told you there's no E and there's no B sharps because they just go to C and F? Yeah, see, so here you have C to C sharp to D to D sharp to E to F, and here you have A to A sharp to B to C. Now, just in case I didn't make it clear before, the way you write out that a note is sharp is by sort of putting a number sign next to it. And the way you write that a note is sharp is flat is by putting this sort of B-looking thing here. You usually write it in front of the note, so this would be D sharp and this would be E flat. So you usually write it to the left side of the note.